First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at about the 28. Excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The 2nd down run for Abdullah. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
All right, here we go. 10. Hey, go here. 11. 50.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
21.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And Jones has it over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Stafford now to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Lynch coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11. Like 7.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
23 yards on the play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Abdullah. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, 22!
They go play action here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. This is the newest member of the Lion backfield, LeGarrette Blount. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to go for a big play. He's got him in, complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 41 yards. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, tag 32! Tag 32! Hey, 22! 22!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Gotta go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Howard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Stafford on first down. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, go here. Jumbo. 10.
Operating from the gun. Stafford flush to his right. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, Abdullah. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. following the penalty. Abdullah. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And there was absolutely 0 pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Here's Blunt. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Now Trubisky on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 39 that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
He'll get it up the middle. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They get it to him running left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
10. Block it.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Block it. Jumbo. 21. Jumbo, set.
On first down, Stafford here. He'll get this one to Galladay. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 50, it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
It's caught. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Hey, 22.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Back to the air, Stafford on 2nd down. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And running with power here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Like 7. Like 22. 21. Zebra.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Left side completion to Jones. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Finding room inside the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Finding Gabriel complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down. They run with Howard. And he stopped immediately there. He was brought down by Devon Kennard. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On third down, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Lions have recovered. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Stafford gives to Abdullah on the draw. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Hey, 22!
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. They go play action here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And this one is incomplete. Kenny Golladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Wilson snags it left side. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Dancing to his left. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Let's go.
They go with Howard again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running with Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now Howard, and he is is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Set. 280. Zebra.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Set. 280. Double right. Zebra.
On 3rd down, Stafford being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
21.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Zebra.
Stafford on third down. They're able to locate Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards there and a first down. To the air again, Stafford. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Stafford now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Set. Waiting.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
21.
To throw on third down, Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They pitch out to Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. On On the toss play, Howard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Set. Get away.
Stafford on first down. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 51 yards. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bears on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the toss, Cohen. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to break up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Bears, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their woes continue as the